Hello, Jessica. Hello, Annie. It's been a long time. What's up? Daniel and I have decided our wedding date, so I wanted to tell you about it. Oh, you guys did. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I may not be competent, but I'll do my best. Well, there's nothing I can do for you. Well, if there's anything I can do, I'd be happy to. Then first, why don't you quit your job? Excuse me? You're going to get married to support my son. If you keep working, don't you think you'll perform badly on your housework? We're trying to help each other with the housework. You want my son to do the housework? Even though he makes more money than you do? I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I wanted to save money while I can work as much as possible. And Daniel agrees with that? Yes, he didn't say anything. Even if he doesn't say anything, housework is a woman's job. By doing a good job on housework, a man can put his money into his work. Cooking is the most important part of the housework, and it will lead to his health, right? I don't think you should neglect it, right? I'll be careful with the meals. I'll try to cook well-balanced food. But cooking is not only the important thing. Cleaning the house is also very important. My son has a weak windpipe, so dust is not good for him. Are you aware of that too? Yes. I make sure to clean the house often. I thought Daniel would choose a good homemaker wife, like a housemaker who has no job outside. That's why I'm worried. Oh. I'm sorry that he's going to marry a person like me. Oh, it's not like I'm blaming you. It's just that most of his ex-girlfriends had been modest and family-oriented girls. I just didn't expect someone like you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. No, it's okay. I want you to feel relieved. So I make sure I do my chores. I'm glad to hear that. Daniel is my only son. He's very important to me. I don't want him to live a sloppy life. Yes, I'll do my best. You're only good at replying, aren't you? You don't cower and you just have energies. You're really funny. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I'll get my act together. That's okay. Just be yourself. I knew from the first time I met you that you were that kind of person. I'm expecting nothing, so just do however you like. Annie, thank you for having me over yesterday. I'm sorry I stayed there for long. Hello, Jessica. Not at all. It was nice to have you here. And thank you for the cookies. Daniel and I have them in the morning, and they were delicious. You had cookies in the morning? Yes, we had them with coffee. Don't tell me that's what you had for breakfast. We woke up late today on our day off, so it can be counted as breakfast. You're having such an unhealthy life. Daniel looked like he was tired yesterday. Is it because his eating habit is terrible? I don't think so. We just happened not to have breakfast today. We're going to eat out together later. So we'd like to eat well at the time. Is that so? But I'm worried. You cooked me yesterday, right? I thought it tasted too strong. I don't think he likes that taste. Really? He always says it's delicious. My son is very kind. I'm sure he's just trying to be considerate. I've been a housemaker for many years, and I think it was too strong. Maybe you should consider about it. Okay. I'll try to make it a little weaker. Hey, Annie. I don't think you're the right person to marry him. What? I've been observing you for the past few months. I don't think you match to my son. Your color preferences and lifestyle seems to be odd with each other. I don't think so. We're having a good time together every day. Jessica, I know there are still many things I'm not good at. I hope you will give me more time. If you don't have that talent, it will only end up in vain even though you take time to do it, right? Divorce might be better for both of you. Daniel and I are not getting divorced. You only think so because you guys are about to get married. Hey, maybe you shouldn't have a wedding. Why don't you cancel your preparations? Why would you? It's embarrassing to have a wedding when they're going to break up someday. People may want to ask you to give them back the presents later on. Jessica, I think that's a bit harsh. As I said earlier, we are not getting divorced. We are not going to cancel the wedding either. Annie, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I'm giving you this advice for you. Please don't get angry at me like that. I'm not angry. But it didn't sound like advice. I guess you're against to our marriage. It's not like I was against to it or anything. I simply thought you don't suit my son. I'm allowed to think that way, right? Yes, but I was just making a suggestion. As we were talking yesterday, you enjoy your job, don't you, Annie? Yes, I do. You also said you would like to get back to work after having a baby. I'm not so sure about that either. I feel sorry for the child who can't be with his parents. Daniel grew up with a lot of love from us. That's why he grew up to be such a great person. A child who spends most of his time behind parents' back, they often don't grow up to the decent people, don't they? My parents both had jobs. I'm not talking about your family. They didn't spend a lot of time with you. But they raised a decent child like you, so they must be excellent parents. My parents raised me well. But you never know what's going to happen when you raise a child. I think it's better to be a Jessica and stay by the child until he becomes an adult if possible. I won't say no to that idea. But even if I work while raising my child, I still love my child. Well, you can say whatever you want when you're not having a baby. Anyway, you should talk to my son again about the future. And you should also think about whether you can really support him. Understood? My husband and I want you and my son to be happy. So I think it's better to talk about it before things get worse. I really wanted you to think about it before you get married. You know, when people are too excited, they won't listen to anything, right? So I'm telling you now. Okay. I fully understand your thoughts. But please don't worry anymore. No matter what happens from now on, I'll overcome with Daniel. You really have a strong spirit, Annie. I'm being so empathetic, but you are arguing with me. But that's okay. You realize that you guys don't match to each other, even if you don't want to feel that way. I'm going to make an effort not to let it happen. Okay. You're the kind of person who doesn't understand, even if I tell you. You don't realize until the worst thing happens. I'm not going to help you even though you regret it later. Annie, it's a beautiful day today. Perfect day for a wedding. Good morning, Jessica. We're really lucky to have this weather. Are you getting ready at the place now? Yes, I'm having my hair and makeup done. It's going to be a beautiful ceremony. You must be very excited to get married at that popular hall, aren't you? Yes, I am. But I'm also hoping that everyone will enjoy the ceremony too. I'm not sure about that. What do you think will happen if we don't attend? I think the guests will be surprised. What do you mean by that? I won't be at the wedding, and neither will my husband. You're getting divorced anyway, so what's the point? If the groom's parents won't be there, I wonder what they will think. What? Father has just arrived here. It seems like he's going to attend the ceremony. He's there? Yes, he is. He told me that you have a stomachache and won't be able to attend. Well, take care of yourself. Have a good rest. Wait a minute. Are you saying it's okay for you if I don't attend the ceremony? Yes. Well, Father is attending and he told me about you in advance, so we've already cleared your seat, so there's no problem. But isn't it odd? When you introduce us to everyone, it's okay since father is here. There's nothing to be worried about, so please take care of yourself. Annie, can I talk to you? Yes, what is it? Oh, have you finished your work already? Are you busy? No, I'm fine. I just wanted to apologize for everything. I know I said some things that were not nice to you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Even if you don't, I'm not sure about that. I know, I do understand. My husband and son were angry at me for not attending the ceremony. Now I finally realized. I see. So I hope you can forgive me. I'll be a good mother to you from now on. No, thank you. You apologize just because your husband was disappointed at you. And Daniel told you he's break off the relationship, right? No, I wanted to have a good relationship with you, even though you hated me a lot. You said all kinds of terrible things to me. You even didn't come to a wedding. That's why I apologized. You think apologizing will fix everything? Your husband explained everything beforehand and attended the ceremony, so that's why we were able to go on as we planned. But if both of you really went there, I don't know how the ceremony would have gone, just like you said. I'm so sorry. I was scolded by the relatives too. I'm glad that the people around you are decent people. I'm upset of not being welcomed by you, and we're going to stop this relationship between us. Don't say like that. If you don't forgive me, I may never see my son again. My husband even said he will think about what he should do about our future. It has nothing to do with me. Your actions have led to this moment. I know. But I was just saying those things for goodness sake. As a result, those were none of my business. Annie, please forgive me this time. I felt like my only son will be taken away from me, so that's why I was a little harsh on you. In the first place, your husband and Daniel had warned you before about what you were saying and doing to me, right? I think it's your fault for not listening to them. I was losing my mind at that time. Even if that's the case, I'm not going to forgive what you have done to me. I've been told many times that I don't suit to Daniel, or you said bad things about my family. I try not to care about them as much as possible, but the truth is, I always hated to hear them. Even so, I put up with it because I wanted to be accepted by you, but after the wedding, I realized that it was all for nothing. Annie, I'm really sorry. I will admit everything. I won't ask you guys to break up again. No matter what you say, we will not break up. From now on, we will take good care of people who really care about us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Annie, please forgive me. I really didn't mean it to offend you. I'm a person who can't stop but tell my true feelings. I don't think you can do whatever you want just because you don't have bad intentions. Besides, it was you who didn't understand, even if you were warned. How do you feel now that the worst has actually happened? Even if you regret it, there's nothing I can do about it. Since then, my mother got the cold shoulder from her husband at home, and her relatives no longer took her seriously as the Jessica who tried to ruin the wedding. My husband is also furious with her attitude and does not seem to forgive her. She used to be pushy, for better or worse, but now she has become completely quiet. I hear that now she doesn't go out unless she has something to do outside. She is not able to see her son, whom she loves very much, and she seems to be very depressed. She may be sorry in her own way, but considering what she has done to me, I can't think of forgiving her or continuing our relationships. I think I will stay away from her and spend my life with her as it is. And my husband and I are enjoying our life after the wedding. I was still a little sad that my mother didn't approve me, but I would like to continue this marriage, which was blessed by other people forever and ever. Even when Jessica was constantly sarcastic, I was able to stand it because I had a kind husband. I would like to build a warm family with my husband, who gets more angry than I do and puts my happiness first.
Mia, I heard that your father owns a fancy restaurant. That's amazing. Why didn't you tell me? Ava, why would I tell you that? We're not children. There's no need for me to tell you what my parents do for work. Oh, please. You could have told me. I would have never known your father owned a fancy restaurant. Doesn't that mean I can eat for free, as long as you give them the word? What are you saying? Of course not. Even I have to pay full price when I eat there. What? That sucks. I mean, how come he doesn't even offer his own daughter a discount? He's so stingy. I never thought about it like that. I've only ever thought of him as a great father who takes pride in what he does. Ew, that's gross. You're so proud of your father. You sound self-absorbed. I never said that. Stop making accusations. Oh, all I did was say what I was thinking. Why do you have to get so upset about this? Doesn't that mean I hit the nail on the head? Fine. Say what you want. But if you're talking about his restaurant, doesn't that mean you want to go and have a meal there? Yes, that's correct. But I don't want to eat there if I have to spend money. I just want to eat for free, as your friend. Are you stupid? I told you that you can't eat for free. It's an expensive, luxurious restaurant. Just importing the ingredients themselves is already really expensive. That shouldn't matter to the people who dine there. Are you telling the customers to eat the food because it costs hundreds of dollars to acquire the ingredients? No, I'm not saying that. Anyways, you can't eat for free, so I'm telling you to give up now. Man, to think I was going to eat there and write a good review for the place. You really want to throw out a person who gives out good reviews, huh? You're so dumb. What are you saying? We don't need your review. Oh, really? Well, I'm the youngest among us moms. And people take the reviews of younger people more seriously, you know? You say you're the youngest, but we're only 2 years apart. That age gap doesn't really mean anything to me. What? Do you have something to say? But it is a fact that I'm younger than you. I mean, yeah, but... Well, whatever. Keep saying you're the youngest. Well, I don't feel well anymore, so I won't be asking to eat at his restaurant anymore. But I just thought of something good. Something good? What is it? I'm going to make a reservation at your father's restaurant, and it's going to be for 50 people. What do you think? Are you happy? What? Why all of a sudden? 50 people is way too many. Getting a reservation like that is going to trouble my father. What? I was trying to bring a large group of people to the restaurant to contribute. And you're going to reject that? No, I'm not trying to reject you. You're not planning something, are you? Oh, don't say things like that. I'm not planning anything. Don't say such silly things. I just want to contribute to your father's store. Really? Then I guess it's fine. But if you try any funny business, you'll definitely regret it. Got it? Don't worry. I won't do anything weird. Actually, I'm gonna have to cancel the reservation. Tell your shitty dad that. Sorry for canceling a 50-person reservation at last minute. You bitch. I'll kill you. What? Didn't I tell you? If you try any business, you'll regret it. What? Did you say that? I don't remember anymore. But even if you threaten me like that, isn't it already too late? Your father's store is going to waste 50 people's worth of ingredients, and might even go bankrupt, you know? Ha, this is too amusing. This is what happens when you don't let me eat for free. You really know nothing, huh? You poor child. Huh? Who are you calling poor? What are you saying? The poor one is you. Your father's restaurant might close down. Are you okay with that? You idiot. My father The employees, myself, as well as other people are all cooperating to make sure we can use up the ingredients for 50 people. Too bad. What? That's ridiculous! You can use up that much food? That's not possible. And besides, I had my reservation up until a few minutes ago. I anticipated that you would cancel it, so I contacted everyone to come eat. I just sent everyone the text, so people should be coming soon to eat the meals. This way, we can easily use up 50 people's worth of food. That's ridiculous! 50 people's worth of meals? How could you easily use it all up? You don't even have 50 friends, do you? I knew you wouldn't be able to bring 50 people. Don't underestimate me. From my perspective, I can easily gather 50 people. Fine. This time my plan didn't work. But I'll think of another plan and bring down your father's restaurant. I'll make you pay for not letting me eat for free at his expensive restaurant. Are you really that stupid? Do you think you could continue to bother my father's restaurant? I won't let you bother us ever again. How do you plan to stop me? Do you have a plan? You can never stop me. Don't you know that there's a cancellation fee for canceling on the day of the reservation? What? If you cancel the reservation, of course there will be a cancellation fee. And since it's same-day cancellation, you'll be charged the complete amount, 100%. 100% cancellation fee? How much would that be? Well, from what my father told me, the reservation was a $300 course per person. And there's 50 people, so it'll be a $15,000 cancellation fee. $15,000? There's no way I can pay that much money. What are you talking about? That's what I want to ask you. You were trying to waste $15,000 worth of ingredients, weren't you? Do you think you can get away without taking responsibility for that? Don't be ridiculous. No. But you used up all the ingredients, right? So there's no need for me to take responsibility for them. Also, aren't you being crazy for forcing me to pay all this? What are you saying? Even if we were able to use up all the food, the fact that you made a reservation and canceled, it doesn't just disappear. There's no way you can escape from that responsibility. I'm really going to crush you if you keep messing around. Hey! Don't say such mean things! But hold on a minute. Are you doing business like that? Excuse me? What are you talking about now? You were able to gather 50 people so quickly. You provoked me from the beginning to make a reservation for 50 people. Then you intended to charge me after I canceled it, right? You really tried to play me like that? You're terrible. Come on, that's not possible. You know, I was struggling to gather 50 people, right? Some people are busy, so we felt bad asking them to come to our store. You don't know our struggles and just have weird delusions on your own, don't you? I mean, it's only natural to think that way. Of course I'd feel this way after you treated me so unreasonably. Oh, it's not like I care what you think of me. But to blame the other person when you're the one who did something wrong isn't what you should do. But I'm not wrong. I'm the youngest. I thought I would be treated more leniently. That's right, I'm the youngest. Why don't you treat me more kindly? Hey, do you think you're being unreasonable to speak back to me like this? Why? The youngest person in the group should be treated with more kindness. The idea that someone should be treated nicer only applies for a new recruit to a company or a club. It doesn't apply in this situation. Why would I treat you any different than my other mom friends? Why? You need to be nicer to me. You're so mean. And you're the one who started it, Mia. What? What did I even do? Don't act dumb. You're the one who wouldn't let me eat at your father's restaurant after I asked. That's the reason I did this. Look, I told you before, if you want to eat there, then you need to pay. Don't think that you can eat at a high-end restaurant for free. But, I'm the youngest. I don't have as much money as everyone else. And besides, I'm the youngest child. I've always gotten everything that I asked for. So, do you really think that excuse is going to work? You clearly had ill intentions and tried to financially harm my father's restaurant. There's no way I can forgive you for that, right? What? So then you're going to harass me? I'm telling you now, but I have no intention of paying the $15,000. I don't have the means to pay it, even if you bill me for it. Oh, have no intention of paying? Yes, of course. Even if you force me to pay, I'll just raise a fuss and call it extortion. You canceled for your own convenience, so this isn't extortion. But I see you have no intention of paying. I see. What? Do you really think that talking cryptically is going to change my mind? It won't. If I say I'm not paying, then I'm not paying. Don't worry. I never had any intention of making you pay. You don't have the money, right? So even if I bill you, nothing would happen. That's why I decided not to. Oh, really? Then that's good. Jeez. It's really annoying when you pressure me like that. You need to stop. You're so annoying. Oh, you misunderstand me. I said I won't bill you, but that doesn't mean that you won't have to pay in the end. What? Huh? Whoa, what does that mean? I don't understand. You don't understand? What I'm trying to say is that I'll be sending the bill to your husband. What? To my husband? Why would you do that? Well, I know his phone number from my husband, and I'm going to send the bill to your address anyways. So your husband will find out sooner or later. That's not what I'm asking. Why would you bill my husband? He's not involved in this. Don't rope him into this. Well, normally he wouldn't be involved, but because you keep saying that you won't pay no matter what, so the only option for me is to get your family to pay. But it's $15,000. $15,000. It's crazy to bill someone for such a large amount of money. Why do you have to go that far? You're completely out of your mind. But it's you who's out of your mind. Why would you make the reservation knowing how expensive it would be? I told you! I just wanted to mess with your father's restaurant. I wanted his shop to go under, once and for all. See? There it is. That evil attitude of yours. That's what's terrible. People's livelihoods are at stake here. People could have lost their jobs from your harassment, you know? Do you understand how terrible that is? But I didn't mean to go that far. That's just because you don't realize it. Your actions clearly take away people's livelihoods and leave them at a loss. Get a grip already. Why do you keep blaming me like this? There are plenty of people who would cancel reservations in this world. Yet, you're treating me so cruelly. Just too cruel. I don't care about other people in the world right now. Right now, we're talking about the harm you did to my father's store. Yet, you act like you're not at fault at all. That's why I'm upset. Fine. I was wrong. Are you happy now? So don't bill me. Don't be stupid. Do you really think I'll forgive you with just a meaningless apology like that? Fine. Then I'll even write you an apology letter. Would you forgive me then? You're so annoying, making people apologize to you to be forgiven by you. Don't play around. Do you really think I'd forgive someone with that attitude? You committed a crime which could have costed people's jobs. I'm not going to forgive someone who has done such a terrible thing. My father just contacted me and said that they should be able to use up the food for 50 people. Oh, that's good. So I should be forgiven then. No, I'll never forgive you. My father said the same thing. Since you caused so much trouble for our store, we will definitely be making you pay the cancellation fee. You better be prepared. No! Why did this happen? All I wanted to do was eat at your father's restaurant. But even so, you're treating me so terribly. If you wanted to eat there, you should have paid. Because you tried to sabotage us, you need to pay the price. So in the end, you didn't even get to eat here, but you still need to pay $15,000. Sucks to be you. No, please wait. How could you say that? I didn't do anything wrong. Why are you so mean to me? Please don't make this any worse. Afterwards, Ava repeatedly claimed that she was not at fault, and she was being unreasonable, so I decided to confront her husband. Upon hearing the situation, Ava's husband immediately talked to her and said that he would make her apologize. After that, Ava contacted me to apologize, and the cancellation fee of $15,000 was paid. It seems that her husband covered the cost. Ava had to work part-time to return the money to her husband. Well, she got what she deserved, so I hope she works hard. I sometimes go to my father's restaurant and enjoy a delicious meal.